Hello and welcome to Old Lady Plays. Today, episode 5 in Sunshine on Leith, trying to take Hibernian and win something with them. Now, it's not quite as difficult a thing as it used to be because they did just win a cup a year ago, but, it's more fun this way. So, Sunshine on Leith. We'll just have to pretend I have the rights to the song and, la la la. And it's playing in the background. La la la. Alright, so just in your mind, let it play in the background. It's a good song about this area and things like that. So, I say let's get into it. We have Celtic today and Rangers, because what's more fun than getting crushed by the old firm 2 games in a row? Well, there are other things that are fun, but let's have a look at how we've done since the last time we were around, which I think was it the Kilmarnock and Hearts game? I think it might have been. Oh gosh, I don't remember now. Yeah, I think maybe it was, well, I don't know. Anyway, you can see what the scores were. You can see what the scores were. You can see who the scorers were. Basically, we've been getting goals from all over the park. It's been quite remarkable. I'm very pleased with how that's working. We're getting goals from the midfield in a big way, the Mazzalas particularly. John McGinn has been brilliant. Vikinta Slivka has been wonderful. Scott Martin on the other side, brilliant. I'm really just quite pleased with how they're playing. As you can see, there's great recent numbers, except for Simon Murray, who's struggled a little bit, but had a good game in the last game out. So we'll see how he's doing. Anthony Stokes is still injured for another 2 to 6 weeks. He had a broken hand. He fell hard on his side and somehow broke his hand, and that is in some manner keeping him from playing. There was a playthrough injury possibility where you could put him in special medical equipment and let him play through. But I thought, he's not playing that great anyway, and it's likely to make him a little grumpy if I ask him to play through an injury that anyway, so I figured for the sake of dynamics, I would leave him alone. The dynamics is going reasonably well, as I recall. Oh, well, I don't recall very well, apparently. We have a couple of new players. Lewis Stevenson wants a new challenge. That happens. Simon Murray wants to leave for first team football. As you saw, he's actually playing at the moment, so it might be that he turns out to be okay, and if he doesn't at the end of the month, we can sell him. Anyway, today, the team will be, now that I've waffled on enough, hello, let me see the team, there we go. Alright, so, Dylan Magooch is still injured, I believe. Sorry, I should have checked this first. Dylan Magooch is still injured, just barely, but yeah, he's returning to full training tomorrow, so I'm not going to risk him. It's too early for that. So and Murray has been playing reasonably well as a backup, so I'm going to let him keep playing. I'm not playing Ainsley Maitland-Niles despite his obvious talents, because he doesn't seem to play well with others. He had a poor relationship with all of McGinn, Hansen, and Martin, and frankly, it's easier to sacrifice him than it is to sacrifice all 3 of them. So he's out at the moment, but they are starting to build a nice partnership in midfield. These set of players, because they have been playing most of the games. Anyway, so the team we have for today's game: Marciano at the back, White, Hanlon, Ambrose, and Gray just in front of him, Hansen in front of the defense, McGinn and Martin the Mazzalas, with Murray in the middle. That was a lot of M's. Slivka up front behind Murray. So we've got Murray, McGinn, Martin, Hansen, and Hanlon. and Marciano. That's a lot of M's. Anyway, McGinn, Murray, and Martin in the midfield. I like it. We're on counter because, of course, we are. Because it's Celtic and they have players in their team who have more salary than our entire team. And if you think I'm exaggerating, let me just briefly show you. We have a wage budget of 3 million per annum. Okay? Just 3 million per annum total. Whereas Celtic, how do I get to Celtic? Overview. Here, we can just look at, I bet you they're paying their goalkeeper that much. No, just 675. Oh, that's right, because he's not, okay. Who are they playing? Moussa Dembele, how much are they paying you? 1.3 million. Alright, they're paying one guy half what we're paying for our entire team. So, yeah, they're going to beat us. I mean, we know this. We're not there yet. We're not up to challenging them yet, realistically, but we're going to try our best to give them a game. So let's go and do it. I did check which leagues are loaded. I do have Denmark, Sweden, and Norway. I don't have Finland. So, just so you know. And I have the Claessen's Scottish leagues loaded. So this Scottish system goes down to the East-South League. England is also in the game. Again, more as the source of players. I have no intention of going there. This is a Hibs save. And apparently it's fairly chilly. Because it's sure taking them a long time to warm up. It's raining and 8 degrees Celsius. Yeah, it would take me a while to warm up in that too, I guess. That's fair. Okay, do this for the fans. I don't know about that. I think we go for revenge. It's going to give us the best chance. Which I think is, slightly better than 0. But not by very much. We're in the black again. Ambrose over the top. Sorry, it does seem to be a little laggy. I'm not sure why. Oh, maybe I am. Hold on just 1 second, and I think I might be able to fix it. No, that's not going to fix it. Okay, never mind. We'll carry on. I thought I might still have my browser open, but I don't. Sinclair with the usual AI corner out to the top. Oh, Marciano, what a save. And then White clears off the line. Wow. Simon Murray's got a gashed head. We'll have to keep an eye on his condition. Close him down before he crosses. And again cleared off the line. One of their players has taken a knock. Alright. I gotta say, so far, I'd take this. As long as we don't mess it up here. But it looks like we haven't, and in fact, my goodness, is Simon Murray gonna do something useful? Not quite. I think I'll be replacing him at the half. He does seem to be suffering a bit from that gashed head. But I'll tell you what, if you'd offered me at the beginning of the game to take it at 0-0 at the half time, I would have eaten your arm off for it. So, let's go. I'm just going to stick with the revenge theme. Tactics. Murray can come off. This is the tricky part. He comes off for whom? Boyle or Matalavicius? Model Levisius is match fit at least. What's he like to play? Target man. Now I think we'll go with advanced forward. Oh, come on. There we go. And that'll do. Start second half. The idea behind this formation was that the compactness in the middle of the field, just like that, would make it really hard for somebody to get through the middle in any particular hurry. Certainly if they try to bring the ball with them. And so far it's working. They're getting shots, but their shots are long range. And, we've had a bit of luck here, but so far we're not exactly being outplayed in a complete sense. The possession is pretty even. Oh, that's too bad. That's really too bad. Given that we're on counter, I think the fact that the possession is at 50% is really quite remarkable. I'm going to try, as we must now, going to attacking, seeing whether we can get something out of this. I'd love to snag a point off Celtic. Even at home, taking one would be great. And I'm not disappointed with the way we're playing. I'm certainly not going to be able to say that to the team because they tend to rely on raw stats, and the raw stats don't look good for us. But I'm pleased with the way we are maintaining our shape. I'm pleased with the way we're tackling. Our marking has been decent. It's just in general, I think we've been playing, that we've been playing reasonably well. And inevitably, having said that, penalty. Oh well. Like I said, I honestly did not expect us to win this game, so I'm not shattered by this. Yeah, I'm disappointed that the goalie didn't make a little bit more of an effort on that one, but... I don't think I've mentioned my views on penalties at some recent point. I'm one of those goalkeepers who has the strange idea that a penalty is actually one of the easier shots to save, or should be. I would rather face a penalty than a shot from the penalty spot during a game. Why? Because when it's a penalty, I know when it's coming, I know where it's coming from, I know who's taking it, I know when they're taking it. I've got all the advantages I could want to make a save. And certainly in the regular game, if somebody were standing at the penalty spot, I sure wouldn't be guessing and jumping one way or the other. I'd be waiting on my toes, maybe advancing to cut down the angle, and you do the things you need to do, and that's terrific. We got a goal. I'm really pleased with that. First, I want to say encourage. And then I'm going to quickly check on our sub situation. I'll get back to the penalties in a second. Bartley can play at the back. I'm worried about Ambrose and that yellow card. Actually, let's take Whitaker. And anybody else? Murray, Swanson, Slivka maybe. For Swanson. Alright, boys. Oh, cancel pending changes. What have I done? I just took off the man who scored. That's not smart. Whitaker for White. And Niles for Murray. I know they don't play very well together, but at least he's got some skills too. Da-da-da-da-da-dum. Alright, a 2-1 loss. I'd take that too. That's not bad at all. I'd much love it if we could find a way to get an equalizer, but honestly, a 2-1 loss against Celtic, that's not bad. That's not bad. These guys are so OP in the Scottish League, it's just unimaginable. It's what makes Scottish soccer less fun to play, I find. Football, less fun to play. Because you have a pretty good idea every year who's going to win it. One of the nice things about this season, actually, is that St. Johnstone has actually done very well and is beating them at the top of the league. They're St. Johnstone top of the league. Now, Celtic does have 2 games in hand, or did have 2 games in hand. This might have been one of them, and that would put them at the top of the league. But hard on the team. I'm not going to be hard on the team. I'm going to say it was just one of those days, but I'm betting they're going to switch off for this. Oh, they didn't, thank goodness. Okay. And yes, Celtic go top of the Premiership. No big surprise there. Hungry for revenge. He'll learn. Kept the defeat to absolutely. He played very well. Yeah. Inter boss is at the game. Checking out some player for Celtic. So a not unexpected loss, but one I can take heart from. That a 2-1 loss against Celtic is, as I said, really not that bad. Possession 50-50, I really like that. Given that we were playing counter for the first half of the game, I'm quite pleased with how well we did in terms of possession. Dylan Magooch is back. Wonder if how you actually say his name. I'm probably butchering it. Poor fella. Hibernian this, Hibernian that. Pre-match tactical advice summary. They want me to drop Slivka for Swanson, but Slivka's been brilliant. He keeps scoring. Hibernian face Rangers. Oh, they lost to Ross County. That's interesting. Let's see if we can take advantage of it. Yeah, they beat us, but if we perform as I know we can, we have a shot at getting the result. It's worth a try, see if we can pump the players up. I know they know that they're good enough. Or at least they want to be good enough. Of course, I cleverly forgot to rest anybody after the game, so I'm hoping everybody's recovered reasonably well. Oh goodness, they have, thankfully. Alright, that is a good reason for me to bring on Swanson over Slivka, because he's much less tired. Boyle has played reasonably well recently. I'm going to give him a shot. And is Magooch fit? Not really. Let's get him playing in the reserve first. Squad. Oh, come on. Just give me 45 minutes in the reserve. Get yourself a little more match sharp. Everybody else is going to be as good as we need them to be. Let's see what we can do. As you can see then, well, you saw me put the team together. I don't need to show it to you. There it is. I'm leaving Murray in. The youngsters played reasonably well for us. And he has quite good stats in the things that we want him to have good stats in, so I'm willing to give him a shot. Let's see what Boyle likes. He likes defensive forward. We do have the shadow striker in there, so let's see how he does with that. And wait, come on. Tactical briefing. Fitness. Oh, fitness report. What did that say? Ambrose is fine. Magooch could play 45 minutes. That's an interesting idea. Somebody I could wind out for Magooch. How about Niles? Alright. Team selection. As you can see, Rangers have won pretty much everything. Don't need to save it right now. We're just going to play. I'm in the habit of saving when I play privately just because I'm not under time pressure, and frankly, the game crashes just enough to make it worth doing. I hate losing more than one game in a crash. So and if you're worried that I'm save scumming, well, when I used to play, I was the sort of player who would call myself for a corner kick as a goalkeeper. You know, the ball would go by and I would just brush it with my glove sort of thing. And the referee would say, goal kick, and I'd say, no, ref, sorry, that's off of me. Now, sometimes they didn't give the corner kick. Sometimes they just said, shut up and, play the goal kick, which is fine. But I always said it. I don't cheat. I don't cheat even when nobody's looking. It's just not something I do. So, tell the team to do this for the fans. I don't know about that. I think we go with revenge because revenge is usually a good one. Martin Boyle, let's see more of the same from you tonight. We can play in anything. Tough on the legs, but momentum. Players are up for a challenge. He's just being rested. How much of a boost is that? No. And away we go. And nothing out of the first highlight. Anyway, my reasoning when I played was the rule book doesn't say you get a you get a corner kick if the referee notices that the ball goes out off the opposition. It says you get a corner kick if the ball goes out off the opposition. To me, it's pretty clear, and I mean, certainly I have, as Loki Doki says, an unusual personality because I'm a ref, or I was a ref, and it takes a certain kind of person to be a ref, and one of the kind of things that you do is you uphold the rules, or at least you try to. Anyway, that's what I did as a ref. I know that other refs as players were just as annoying as any other player, and sometimes worse because they'd give you the I'm a ref so I know speech. Anyway, I suppose I should be focusing on this. We are 27 minutes into the game and without any chances. Oh, come on! You did that just because I was saying it, didn't you? That's literally their first shot on net. Oh, that's so frustrating. Alright, hang tough, guys. Hansen made a bad mistake and his rating has crashed for it. Ugh, that's so frustrating. Because Hansen's played well for us. There's no reason that he would suddenly turn. Oh, and now Marciano gets an own goal. Oh, this is just being silly. Oh. See, I think the very fact that you're getting to see this particular game is proof that I don't. Because, hey, if I were, I would be presenting a game with those kinds of mistakes in it. We've basically conceded 2 own goals. I mean, they didn't both go down that way, but it's pretty much the truth. How to perk things up a bit. Oh no, I'm going with unlucky. Where's unlucky? Yep. Let me look at tactics for a second because I want to see whether there's anybody who needs to be looked at. Whether there's somebody I could replace that it would make sense. They said Magooch could play a half. Maybe that'll perk everybody up. Let's try it. I know Hansen's below that, but I think Hansen is aware of his mistakes, and let's see how they deal with it. 2-0. Good tackle. No highlights. Oh. Over the bar. You can shoot like that all day if you want. How about we do that? And like I said, my Mazzalas have been scoring. That's one of them right there, John McGinn. The left-sided Mazzala. Boosh! And he scores another headed goal. He's doing very well. He's only 24. One more goal, boys. One more goal. I'm going to take White off because he's getting bagged. White has been a big help for us this year too, in terms of how we've played. Boyle has not played well. Let's give Murray a shot. He also likes playing defensive forward. What is with these people? Why don't we have any attacking forwards? I don't need forward defense. I need forward goals. I need a goal rush. Alright, I'm going attacking. If it'll let me. Screw it, let's go to overload. Right to it, let's go. Go get him, go get him, go get him, go get him. Come on. Oh. It's not done, it's not done. Finish it, finish it, finish it. No. Nice try. Oh well. Another 1-goal loss to the old firm. I'd say we have improved since the beginning of the year. Unlucky boys, it would have been nice to win there, but it wasn't to be. I'm not going to say I'm far from pleased. Because that's why. There we go. Because managing dynamics is much more important than saying what I really think. So yeah, look at our form, and yet we're still hanging on at average. So, and there's still managerial support. The cohesion is fine. We're holding on. Danny Swanson will be out for 8 to 12 days. Yep, they'll work harder and harder. He's not going to send him out to be dirty. Important to preserve. John McGinn's wonderful. McGinn impresses. I can tell him he was good in front of goal. No, I'm not telling him one of those things. For some reason, I don't know why, but when you praise their passing, they don't get happy. But if you praise their shooting, then they get happy. Not sure why exactly, but if the only options are to praise their passing, back out. I'm not... What right does anybody have? We're not breaking any rules. No, can't imagine why a lot of people don't like Rangers. Well, there we go. That's 2 games. I'm afraid it didn't go quite as well as we might have liked, but let's see, we're still 5th in the Premiership. 26 points, but we are now 13 points out of 3rd place, which is where the European spots end. However, let's be clear here. What did the board want of us this year? Let's see. Competitions. They're satisfied. Competition performance. Premiership. Is that the team finish in the top half? And we're currently on course to achieve a top half finish. So really, we just got promoted. So a top half finish is a pretty good start for us, and I'm pleased with it. And certainly the board are okay with it too. So once again, I've forgotten to turn off my phone before that. Somebody just tweeted. Nice, wasn't it? But sorry about that. I will learn eventually to turn my phone off, but I think it's more entertaining this way sometimes, isn't it? Like I said before in a previous series, if you want to get together a pool on how many episodes it takes me before I remember to turn off my phone before I start recording, you're welcome to in the comments down below. Anyway, I hope you're having a great day. I will just flick that up there and add that to the background. And away we go. So I hope you're having a great day. Thank you very much for your time. If you've enjoyed the episode, please hit like, drop a subscribe on it if you're not already subscribed. Follow me on Twitter, support me on Patreon. Anything that follows your dreams. I hope you're having a great day, and take care.